ES Audio.
Hi, I'm John Weeks, and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, the woman who claims her smartwatch saved her life. But first, Elon Musk has announced he's chosen a new CEO for SpaceX and Twitter. In a tweet, he didn't give a name, but said she'd be starting in less than 6 weeks, while he transitions to being an exec chair and CTO. Tesla shares rose after the announcement, and it's reported that Linda Yaccarino, NBC Universal's head of advertising, has got the job. She's also chair of the Advertising Council's board of directors and is known for being an ally of former President Donald Trump. And just weeks ago, she spoke with Elon at the MMA Global Possible conference about free speech and protection for advertisers on Twitter. But she's yet to be officially confirmed as the new CEO. Now, wind power has generated more electricity than gas in the UK for the first time.
This is really positive news. Renewable energy from wind or from solar is the cheapest form of energy we have, and it's incredibly clean, it's low carbon, but we also need much more ambition and action on renewables.
It's a stat that's been welcomed by Ali Warrington from eco-charity Possible. Research from Imperial College London shows a third of the country's electricity came from wind farms in the first 3 months of this year. It follows a record year for wind in 2022. But Ali told us despite these positive signs, not enough action's being taken to boost wind power in the UK.
We're still seeing a lot of very counterproductive policy choices from the government. There's still, a lot of financial support for oil and gas, for new drilling, and there's this real reluctance to move forward with clean energy, particularly onshore wind, at the speed and the scale that is needed.
Ali told us despite some critics, there is real support for more wind farms across the country, including from landowners, farmers, and the general public.
There's often this argument from certain sections of the Conservative Party who try to claim that people don't like wind, but actually wind is so popular that it's even more popular than pizza. This is as close to unanimous as the British public can ever get about anything.
Now, the largest cosmic explosion ever seen has been spotted by a team of astronomers at the University of Southampton. The explosion's been given the catchy name AT2021LWX and has currently lasted more than 3 years. Most supernovae are only visibly bright for a few months. The university team believe it was caused by a vast cloud of gas, possibly thousands of times bigger than our Sun, being violently disrupted by a supermassive black hole. Researchers reckon fragments of the cloud would be swallowed up, sending shockwaves through its remnants, as well as into a large dusty donut surrounding the black hole. They say nothing on this scale has been witnessed before. A pregnant mum has credited her Apple Watch with saving her life after getting an alert about her heart rate. 24-year-old Rebecca McManus from Clydebank in Scotland had been feeling breathless for weeks, but put it down to her asthma and being 22 weeks pregnant. But she received a red alert warning from her smartwatch showing that her resting heart rate had jumped to 154 beats per minute, well outside the normal range of between 60 and 100. The Daily Record reported that Rebecca was taken to hospital, where doctors found she had 2 pulmonary embolisms, clots in blood vessels in the lungs that can be life-threatening if they're not treated quickly. She said if it wasn't for her smartwatch, she wouldn't have realised the danger she was in. The UK Parliament has been told A-level computer science students are still being taught about floppy disks, but not artificial intelligence. Labour peer Lord Knight of Weymouth, who's chief education advisor at digital education firm TES Global Limited, told peers that's what an A-level student had told him. He said the curriculum really struggles to stay up to date with what's going on and emphasised the importance of understanding concepts like algorithms, machine learning, large language models, and neural networks. He said the media literacy levels of adults and children in this country are simply not good enough. Coming up, why hammerhead sharks hold their breath and evidence of reptiles living in the sewers. Remember to vote on our poll in the show notes during the break. Does the UK need more wind farms? Welcome back. Experts at the University of Edinburgh reckon artificial intelligence could be transformational in improving heart attack diagnosis to cut pressure on hospitals' emergency departments. Their research suggests doctors could soon use an algorithm to diagnose heart attacks with more speed and accuracy than ever before. Compared to current methods, the algorithm was able to rule out a heart attack in more than double the number of patients, with an accuracy of 99.6%. Experts say the ability to rule out a heart attack so quickly could greatly reduce hospital admissions. Now, into the ocean, where a study suggests hammerhead sharks effectively hold their breath to keep themselves warm in deeper waters. Experts at the University of Hawaii believe sharks maintain their body temperature on deep dives by closing their mouths and/or gill slits tightly to reduce the flow of cold water. They used state-of-the-art implants to measure the shark's body movements and temperature, as well as the water temperature. They found the sharks maintained an elevated body temperature, up to 20 degrees Celsius above the ambient water temperatures, throughout the deepest portion of each dive. And finally, there's now proof that reptiles are living in the sewers. A robot camera that was sent down a Florida water pipe has recorded footage of it stumbling across a 5-foot alligator. Oviedo city officials said they initially thought it was a toad when they saw two small glowing eyes before the alligator turned around to reveal its long tail. They've warned locals not to wander down into the pipes. You're up to date. Come back at 4 o'clock and search for the Leader podcast to hear our definitive guide to Eurovision 2023. We're back on Monday afternoon at 1 o'clock. See you then.